Hey everyone, today we are pulling back the curtain on what is, for my money, one of the most satisfying parts of any escape room, the number puzzle. We're going to break down how to design challenges that are clever, totally engaging, and, most importantly, fair. All right, let's dive in.
Welcome to Escape Rock. Now I want you to think of this as your own private workshop. You and me, we're going to build an entire escape game together, right from scratch. And it's all going to center around one single, final challenge.
And there it is. That's our final goal. A 3-number combination lock, and the solution is 010329. See, our job as game masters isn't just to hide these numbers. It's to build this whole amazing experience that leads players right to this exact sequence. So the big question is, where do we even begin?
Well, funny enough, we start at the end. It's the biggest secret of puzzle design. For our first number, 01, we're going to design its puzzle by working completely backward from the solution itself.
This right here, this is seriously the most effective way to create a puzzle that just feels right, logical and satisfying. Instead of trying to build a path to some unknown destination, you already know exactly where you're going. All you have to do is create the layers, the breadcrumbs, that will guide your players there. So for our number 01, check out the chain we're building. The number itself is hidden in a dictionary, but the clue to find that dictionary, it's a scrambled message. And that message is locked inside a box. And the key to that box is a word that players have to piece together from hints hidden around the room. You see, each step logically protects the one before it. It's beautiful. And this is what players find when they finally get that box open. It's not just a simple clue, it's a puzzle in itself. They can't just read it, they have to stop, work together, and unscramble this jumbled text to reveal the real location. Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, 11th edition, page 681. Okay, but let's be honest. A great escape room is way more than just a series of paper puzzles, right? So for our second number, 03, we're going to add some richness and variety. We'll create a tactile, physical challenge that actually gets players moving, touching, and really observing the world around them. So here, players find what looks like a simple jar of buttons. But of course, it's not simple at all. Their task is to sort and count all these buttons by very specific attributes, like how many holes they have or their color. Those final counts then become the variables in a math equation that, you guessed it, reveals the number 03. It's such a great puzzle because it involves observation, hands-on sorting, and just a little bit of math.
But, you know us, we're not going to stop there. Let's add one more layer of difficulty, just for fun. The math equation itself is actually cut into strips. So to find the correct order of operations, players have to use a braille key they found somewhere else in the room to decipher the right sequence. This layers a whole code-breaking element right on top of that physical task. All right, for our final number, 29, we're going to design something really special. This is where we create that magical aha moment. You know the one I'm talking about? That incredible flash of insight when a player finally understands a secret that's been hiding in plain sight the entire time.
For this puzzle, players first have to assemble a jigsaw. Once it's done, it reveals this poem. Now at first glance, it just seems like a thematic piece of text, part of the scenery. But then someone notices the oddly capitalized letters, and when you read them in order, they spell out TWENTYNINE. That moment of realization, that's pure escape room magic.
Truly elegant design is all about the subtle hints. In this poem, the personal pronoun I is intentionally left in lowercase. For a really keen-eyed player, that tiny out-of-place detail is the signal, the little nudge that says, hey, pay attention to the capitalization. It's a guide, not a blatant answer. Okay, so we've designed 3 awesome independent puzzle chains, but an escape room is more than just a random collection of puzzles. It's a carefully structured game. Now we need to tie it all together so multiple players can stay engaged at the same time.
This is where we have to choose our structure. A linear game forces everyone down a single path, one puzzle after another, which can leave people in larger groups just standing around feeling bored. But because we designed 3 separate chains, we've actually created a nonlinear game. This means small groups can break off and tackle different puzzles at the same time. It keeps the energy high and really forces communication.
And here it is, our final design. 3 independent pads, each leading to one of the numbers for that final lock. So you can have one team working on the word scramble, another sorting those buttons, and a third team assembling the jigsaw. Everyone is busy, everyone is contributing, and no one is left out.
But wait a minute, the players now have 3 numbers, 01, 03, and 29. How on earth do they know the correct sequence for the lock? Just letting them guess would be super frustrating and a total buzzkill. This is where we introduce the final, unifying piece of the puzzle, the metapuzzle. So, the metapuzzle is basically a single clue that makes sense of everything else. It could be something as simple as a piece of paper with 3 little drawings on it, a dictionary, a button, and a jigsaw piece. This one image tells the players the exact order for the numbers they've worked so hard to find. It's that final piece that makes the entire experience just click into place.
We've done it. We've built a fantastic little game from the ground up. Now, to make sure every single puzzle you design from here on out is a certified hit, let's do a quick recap of the core principles that make a game challenging, but always, always fair.
First, and I can't stress this enough, playtest relentlessly. It is the only way to know what's brilliant and what's broken. Second, avoid red herrings. Seriously, these are intentionally misleading clues that do nothing but frustrate players. Third, let players know they're making progress. A long puzzle where one tiny mistake at the beginning goes unnoticed until the very end is just bad design. Fourth, vary the challenges, just like we did. And finally, know your audience. Always design for their experience level, not your own.
So the structure is there, the principles are clear, and the methods are totally proven. All that's left is for you to create. We've seen how layers of logic, tactile elements, and hidden messages can all lead to a simple set of numbers. The secret, as we learned, is to start at the end and build a journey that's worth taking. So my question to you is, what journey will you build?